Structured versus non-structured training. What is best? And honestly, do I really care?
So I haven't regularly trained for endurance since about 2020. Yeah, so about 5 years. Prior to that, I was training heavily for triathlons. Now I've got the urge to compete again, this time largely in gravel racing and probably a marathon sometime. And, well, possibly PRing a half marathon. And wow, getting back into this is a huge wake-up call. Last time I trained for these types of races, I was under 40 and I was training all the time. And now I'm over 40 and boy, it's a huge wake-up call. I had been using a stationary bike for a while, but pretty much found that wasn't really working me hard enough. So I went and bought a Wahoo core with the Zwift hub, and pretty much back to the cycling I remember. It's so much more engaging and so much more realistic and hard. And so getting back into things, I did a gravel race at the end of last summer. It was fun, but I also realized how out of shape I was. So anyway, this year I've got a couple scheduled. First one's coming up in July. So getting back into endurance sports, whether it's running, cycling, triathlons. Remember, nobody really cares if you win or lose. It's really about the personal challenge and having a sense of accomplishment. So for me, that's really hard to remember. So I'm going to try to purposely start at the back of the pack probably most of the time. And hopefully I'll end up close to the middle of the pack. Really just about competing in my age group and, getting better as the years go by, because it is going to take a while to get back to where I was. So, but with all that, the question is, am I going to follow a training plan when getting back, or just kind of go unstructured? I think there's definitely a place for training plans. However, when you're just getting back into things, you really just want to build endurance for a while, like months of riding, months of running, definitely some intensity, but pretty much while I'm using Zwift, I'm using the hills for my intervals instead of actually doing a structured workout. So much more engaging, it's more fun, and then the rest of the rides are just a nice, easy endurance ride. Yeah, so a typical week for me is 4 to 5 days of riding, 1 to 2 days of lifting. Most of the rides are around an hour, but for the most part, I'm staying kind of in a comfortable zone too. For the 1 to 2 days I'm going hard, I'm kind of choosing a hilly route and really kind of trying to set like the little comms that they have, trying to really beat those and kind of just do better at those. And lifting, as you'll see in a few minutes or a couple minutes, just really hitting full body and mostly upper body. I don't really do a whole lot of legs because I am pretty tired from getting back into things, so kind of taking it easy. Once race season's over, probably in the fall, definitely start picking it up for 2 days a week for lifting and throwing in legs as well. These workouts don't need to be hard. Keep it simple. Upper body, lower body, once or twice a week. Once a week right now because we're in season. Squats, shoulder press, arms. Who wants to show up at the line with skinny little arms? Get the arms going. Let's go. that's it for this week of training. A couple days of lifting, 4 days of riding. I did 2 longer rides on the weekend, hour 20, hour 22. Saturday threw in some intensity, some hills. Sunday went pretty easy. And thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.